At the Human Rights Watch Film Festival, the economic struggles of a fishing family from rural Cuba were on display in the film Voices of the Sea. On one side is the family patriarch, firmly wedded to his community. On the other, his wife, who dreams of a better future in America. Kizzy reports.
La única esperanza es poder montarse en un bote y llegar a Estados Unidos.
Peter is happy to stay with his family in a small fishing village that's been his home for decades. But with the sea yielding fewer fish, too little food, scarce electricity, and wages so low their children's teachers don't show up for school, his wife wants to leave. And his best friend Michelle has already hatched an escape plan. So what struck me about the film is how close you got to the community, to the point where you even got some of the people who were planning to escape Cuba actually trust you. How did you gain their trust?
We lived in pretty hard conditions, no electricity, no water. And I think we won some kind of brownie points with that, with the villagers, that we were just able to tough it out. The villagers really wanted to open up to us. They were pretty much the forgotten Cubans, and somebody was listening to their story.
If captured by the Cuban government, escapees can face penalties. But they took the risk, even going as far as taking a simple camera provided by Hopkins on the trip to document their journey. But the possibility that images of Cubans on the sea risking life and limb in rickety boats to flee the island would give fuel to anti-communist views wasn't lost on Hopkins.
The left-wing liberals tend to see Cuba as some kind of socialist utopia. I think I probably did when I very first went to Cuba, and I quickly realized that it wasn't that. The film depicts Cubans struggling day to day, having to look for food on the black market. It shows the state of the vehicles and transportation, which is almost non-existent. And that is a combination of the embargo and a combination, according to the Cubans we filmed, of state incompetence.
This movie takes place before the Trump administration, kind of in the late stages of the Obama administration. But given all of the charge debate happening around immigration, what do you hope people take away from the film?
I think the right just don't want immigration, and the left want to open their arms and welcome immigration. And I felt that nobody was really talking about, is immigration always the best thing to do for certain migrants? Peter certainly didn't think so. I think he thought that the sacrifice for maybe a car and a flat screen television, and that you would have to sacrifice family for that, he didn't think the sacrifice was worth doing.
The film doesn't offer any easy answers when it comes to immigration, but what Hopkins does in poetic fashion is focus on the sea. The sea's bounty provides a way of life for Peter in Cuba, and the sea provides promise and peril for those looking to move on.
No, imagínate, cuando vienes a abrir los ojos que pasan 4, 5, 10 años, dijiste, me quedé sin nadie.